Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. And before we dive into the news, you already know the drill. Subscribe, leave a like, and share, because that helps a lot. Today, we've got a bombshell from the entertainment world. Ken Yaman has finally broken his silence after his unexpected breakup with Sarah Bluma. And what he said left everyone stunned. What did Ken Yaman say? According to people close to him, Ken admitted that he spoke with Sarah's ex-husband, Estefan Papa. And that conversation changed his perspective. Ken supposedly confessed something very strong, that Estefan warned him about her from the very beginning. But he didn't listen. And the harshest part is the accusation Ken makes. He claims Sarah got close to him out of self-interest, that she used the relationship to gain fame and boost her career. He admits he realized it too late and now feels betrayed and deeply disappointed. The apology no one expected. Another thing that shocked many was that Ken publicly apologized to Estefan Papa for not believing him. In short, he said he now understands that the ex-husband was right. As you can imagine, that set social media on fire, and the tabloids rushed to exploit it. Did the relationship boost Sarah's career? Here comes another key point. Many people say Sarah's career as a disc jockey took off right after she started dating Ken. Brand deals, concerts in Europe, more visibility. A music producer even backed that idea, saying that so many opportunities in a row didn't look like a coincidence. Ken, now I'm looking for my own path. Despite the blow, Ken tries to stay strong. He says he wants to move on, focus on his work, and stop wasting energy on this. Fans are already reading it as love is over, career comes first now. All eyes on Sarah Bluma. So far, Sarah hasn't said a word, but her silence is causing endless speculation. Rumors say she's preparing legal action and will respond when she thinks the timing is perfect. A communications advisor even suggested her silence might just be the calm before a major storm. Ken's family is part of the story too. And pay attention to this. People say the relationship also affected Ken's family circle. According to those close to them, there was distance and tension during the romance, and some relatives never fully trusted Sarah. In fact, it's said that Ken's mother distrusted her from the start. The ex-husband's mysterious message. To top it off, Estefan Papa posted a very controversial line on social media. The truth will come out sooner or later. A short but explosive post that split the internet between those who support him and those who think he shouldn't interfere anymore. Did Sarah react strongly? People close to Sarah say she's furious, feels cornered, and denies ever using Ken. She insists her success comes from her own work and that the accusations have hurt her deeply. The celebrity world is divided. This mess isn't just among fans anymore. Some celebrities support Ken, while others defend Sarah. Some say Ken is speaking up because he knows things. Others criticize the sexism behind crediting a woman's success to a man. And that's why the controversy keeps growing. Every time I see Demet brought up again in connection with Ken Yaman, I realize something. Demet has been turned into a kind of mirror where many people project nostalgia, hope, or anger depending on the day. And that feels terribly unfair to me. Because reading the comments out there, Demet shows up less as a real person and more as a symbol. The couple some idealize. The chapter others believe ended badly. The missing piece needed to make a story beautiful again. And honestly, I don't think she should have to carry that endless movie on her shoulders. What strikes me first is the public's general exhaustion with the sense of strategy. Some people say that after the presentation of Sandokan, a huge romantic announcement could appear to cover scandals, as if everything were part of a calculated campaign. Even if we don't know whether that's true, the reading itself is revealing. Trust has broken down. And once trust is broken, every move a public figure makes gets seen as marketing. In that scenario, Demet gets trapped too. Even when she does nothing, her name returns to the conversation not because of what she says today, but because of what others imagine it might mean tomorrow. It bothers me to see part of the fandom treat the canned Demet story like a product that can be reactivated whenever it's convenient. As if Demet were sitting in a box, ready to be pulled out when someone needs a romantic twist or a smokescreen. Reading a woman that way, as a narrative tool in someone else's life, feels reductive. Demet has her own career, her own public identity that doesn't depend on any sentimental comeback. And yet, the conversation drags her back there, again and again. I also noticed the tone of some comments, full of rage and distrust toward that woman or the lies. Even if those phrases were aimed at someone else, they're part of a broader climate where women around can get judged extremely harshly. And Demet isn't outside that pattern. It feels like, for some people, women in these stories are either perfect saints or opportunistic villains. There's no room for complexity, for the right to make mistakes, or for simply moving on with your life. If Demet stays away, it's read as coldness. If she appears, it's read as calculation. It's a trap that's hard to escape. That's why when I think about Demet in all this noise, I don't picture her pulling strings. I picture someone who's been given a label she never asked for. Some fans remember her fondly because she was part of a bright, purer stage in their memory. But other people's nostalgia isn't her responsibility. No one should have to live up to someone else's memories. It seems more sensible to accept that story, if it existed or if it was as people imagine, belongs to the past, and that Demet today is in a different place with different priorities. And speaking of priorities, what interests me about her is exactly what lies outside the gossip. How she works, how she builds characters, how she maintains a public presence without needing constant scandals. That's why it irritates me when she's brought up only to fill a romantic narrative. It's like the public has two buttons, Demet Ideal Partner and Demet Media Weapon, and can't see her as a complete artist. I don't want that cutout Demet. I want the Demet who doesn't fit into the script others write for her. In the end, my feeling is that Demet is trapped in a conversation she doesn't control. She's named to attack others or to rescue others, to justify strategies or to heal fandom disappointments. And yet, the most likely reality is that she's simply moving forward on her own path, indifferent to the collective need to rebuild a perfect love story. I see her as freer than many want to accept. And paradoxically, that freedom is what sparks so much noise. To sum up, I don't believe Demet is a movable piece in some commercial plan, nor a secondary character in Can's life. She seems to me like a woman the public has turned into a myth, for better or worse. And she pays the price of that myth every time her name resurfaces, without any real reason. I hope people let her breathe outside that frame, because Demet doesn't need to return to any fairy tale to matter. She already has her voice, her career, and her own story. And that should be enough.